and it is my pleasure to kick off 2024 Jacksonville Tech Fest, and I would like to invite the Cathedral Arts Program folks to come up on stage. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ziena Baker, here with Ula and Venkata as the Cathedral Arts Project's Florida Data Science for Social Good team. We're here today to talk to you about the implementation of the Celebrating Arts Index and feedback system for after-school arts programs that we worked on developing this year. So first, I would like to discuss the state of arts in Florida. As it currently stands, the amount of funding that we spend per capita is $1.41 per person on the arts, regardless of student status. That's less than a bag of chips. Furthermore, Florida ranks 17th among all 50 states in the United States for the amount that it spends on the arts. And 38% of all of our students are not enrolled in any arts program whatsoever. Even for those that are enrolled in arts programs, our arts programs are not assessed the same way as a math, science, or language arts program, so we don't know if we're giving the best quality arts education to our students. Which brings us to the wicked problem that we've been asked to address: access to arts programs for students. Duval County outperforms the state of Florida in arts in many regards. We tend to have more arts programs per student, we tend to have a higher percentage of access, and overall this would not be possible without the hard work of DCPS and its community. That's our teachers, our principals, our parents, and our students who all work hard to keep this arts program the best that it can be. We're going to strive to maintain our arts programs as well as improve them going forward. And in order to do that, we have looked at the outcomes of arts investment. So the resources that we put in now to create things such as field trips, arts programming, extracurricular activities, and community engagement opportunities later become these great impacts such as skill development and improvement in grades for our students. We may not be able to see the impacts that we have now, but they're very important later down the line for what we invest in our arts today. The Cathedral Arts Project is one such group that is working to help schools to have better arts education, as well as to provide resources for schools to be able to do their best. Their mission is to empower children, elevate educators, and give a quality arts education to all students across the state of Florida. They do this through providing enriching experiences such as field trips and for their advocacy in access and equity in arts education. I'd like to now turn the mic over to Ula to discuss the LEAD survey, one of CAP's greatest data-driven endeavors.
Hi everyone, my name's Ula McCarthy. Thank you so much, Ziena, for discussing CAP's important work thus far. So now I'd like to shift our focus over towards the LEAD survey. The LEAD survey, through the efforts of CAP, was developed to assess the current state of arts education in Duval County. It specifically looks at the strengths as well as the areas of improvement that is seen across all school levels in terms of arts education. And through this LEAD survey, it allows organizations such as CAP to make data-based driven decisions. Now, first off, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge all the efforts and hard work done by the principals of Duval County Schools. Through their efforts, we were actually able to obtain 100% participation rates. Now, for a national survey, our usual participation response rates range from just 5% to 15%. So getting a 100% participation rate for all of the LEAD survey for last year is truly such a rarity. So let's take a moment to celebrate that. So through this participation rate for public schools in Duval County, we were able to gain some really interesting insights in terms of arts education. For example, we found that 76% of schools were able to offer at least one field trip throughout the school year. We also saw that 90% of students were enrolled in an arts education course, and we found that funding and supplies were ranked amongst the top priorities for all Duval County public schools. Now, through the Data Science for Social Good internship program, we were able to create visuals to get better insights to understand what areas need to be improved upon and what are the strengths of arts education within Duval County. Looking at one of these visuals here, we see that we have the number of arts-related field trips offered by schools. Now, I said previously that 76% of schools offered an arts-related field trip, but we're seeing that 33 schools, or around 24%, are not able to offer an arts-related field trip, which offer immersive and inclusive experiences for arts education for students. So being able to create these visuals actually gives us better insights for how we can create actionable resources for these schools to better turn over arts education access. Looking at another visual that we were able to create through the participation of the LEAD survey, we saw that additional budget dedicated to the arts is a really important factor in terms of arts resourcing for schools. We also see that arts integration in STEM is another important resource and variable in terms of arts education in Duval County. Arts integration in STEM includes mixing arts enrollment with enrollment in STEM courses, and this provides a more holistic and greater experience for students in Duval County for arts education. So overall, the LEAD survey is a really important tool for understanding how arts education functions in Duval County. And through the LEAD survey, we were able to develop the STAR report. And now I'd like to turn it over to my project partner, Venkata, to discuss the STAR report. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Venkata. Thank you, Ulla, for explaining the arts distribution and data distribution across schools in Duval County. Let us see how we have used this data to build up actionable insights. Over the past years, LEAD survey was distributed to schools to gather comprehensive data on arts education and arts performances. Our role at DSSG was to make this data into an evaluation metric that is going to assess and evaluate schools based on the arts performances. For this, we have used data science magic to come up with a solution for that. For the celebrating the arts index, which is the STAR report. Now we are here to present you the STAR report. The basic idea of the STAR report is, this idea of STAR report was developed by previous interns at DSSG, and we have developed it into a fully functional tool. Our key achievement was to build 3 different STAR reports for the 3 different school levels. That is for elementary, middle and high schools combined together, and also for the magnet schools. This STAR report not only going to evaluate the schools, but also it can give the feedback where they can improve in the art section. In addition to that, we have programmatically developed the STAR report using Python and R programming languages, which can be further used for the analysis on arts across schools. Let us see how the STAR report looks like. There are 5 dimensions in the STAR report: access, funding, governance, quality, and engagement. Access determines the reach of the arts programs. Funding assesses the amount and diversion in the financial resources. Governance gonna take up on leadership structures, and quality measures the learning opportunities. Engagement measures the community involvement and the partnerships. And we have 4 indexes for the served as a categories. For each dimension, we're going to separate them based on these points. The sample STAR report looks like this. For the dimensions, we are going to categorize them into categories: blossoming, achieving, elevating, and flourishing. based on the points they have received. Using the data analysis, we have found ranges and also points for each dimension. You're right now seeing the sample example for points for governance dimension. As you can observe that the points are being increased from blossoming to flourishing, which gives a clear pathway for schools to improve their arts educations from blossoming level to flourishing level. Now let us look the comprehensive arts star cut. This star report is exclusively for elementary schools. We have dimensions and respective variables. We using the data science magic, we have utilized the R and Python programming languages for creating the ranges across different dimensions, and also we have assigned points to them. Based on these dimensions, we can categorize the schools into different levels. So the summation of all the points obtained for each school across each dimension, they are going to get a score which is called as Astral Art Score. So the Astral Art Score ranges from 0 to 65 for the elementary school level. And as combining all the data, all the scores for the dimensions, they have all the data for all the scores for across dimensions, and observing the ranges across the dimensions, we can group these schools into 4 categories, that is blossoming, achieving, and elevating. The analysis shows that there are 8 schools in blossoming level, which are early stage of arts development. Majority of the schools falls in achieving, elevating stage, met the basic idea of the arts, but still they have a room for growth and improvement. Now here comes the star of the script. 9 schools are falling in under flourishing level, which means they are standing as a mode of excellence. This gives a clear idea for other schools to inspire and get into the flourishing level. So the next steps is, for us at DSSG, we are going to generate the star report and by automating it, and also we are going to implement the logic model. For CAP, using these insights and star report, they can help and support the schools where and how they can improve in arts sector. We hope DCPS and FLDOE use our insights and it can be used as a guide for them for decision policies and resource allocation and budget allotment. And finally, parents and students also can have a major role in participation in arts, and we want parents and students to get involved in arts with the schools and encourage students to participate in arts events. So CAP is leading us in a way that data-driven insights which can help arts to improve in Dual County and the region. I invite everyone to join in celebrating and elevating the arts program. Thank you.